Hello and welcome. So in today's current affairs video, we will be reading about the significance of Sulina Channel, its location, and we will be understanding a major news item which is running in news. That is, Russia has recently started drone attacks in Danube Delta. So you can see these are the grain silos which are placed at the Danube Delta, and Russia has started attacking on these areas. Okay. So we will be addressing the question, why have they started attacking the Danube Delta, and the importance of Sulina Channel in the Ukraine grain trade. Okay. So let us start the video. We know that Ukraine is known as the breadbasket of Europe. Okay. That is because Ukraine is a major exporter of wheat as well as cereals to Europe as well as Americas. Okay. Now, because of this Russia-Ukraine war, Ukraine was not able to sell its wheat or grains to rest of Europe or Americas, causing the food crisis there. So, countries such as Turkey and United Nations together, they came up with the Black Sea Grain Initiative. In the Black Sea Grain Initiative, starting from July 2022, it was a 120-day moratorium period for which they asked Russia that you please allow, for 120 days, you please allow Russian ships to come out of this region, okay, and so that they are able to sell their wheat grains in the Europe as well as Americas. So that was the deal which Russia initially agreed to. Okay. So now Russia has initially agreed to this, but recently Russia has withdrawn from the Black Sea Grain Initiative. Now, which has again started to cause the problems in Europe as well as Americas. Although Russia is not directly confronting NATO, but it is causing problems by indirect means, let's say by not selling off, not allowing the sale of wheat as well as cereals from Ukraine to rest of Europe. So indirectly it is creating problems as of now. So because of Russia's withdrawal from the Black Sea Grain Initiative, there was again the food crisis in Europe as well as Americas. So now what Ukraine has started to do is they have shifted towards the Danube Delta. If you can see the location of Danube Delta, this is the Black Sea region, okay, and this is rest of Ukraine. Here is another country by the name Romania. Now Romania is a NATO member, it's a NATO ally, okay, and this is the Danube River, okay. Now Danube River has a major distributory by the name Sulina. Sulina is a distributory. Distributory is basically something that just before a river is about to meet the sea, it gets distributed, divided into smaller streams. So one such stream is Sulina. Now Sulina has certain advantages. First of all, it's a distributory of Danube and it connects the major Ukrainian ports. So major Ukrainian ports can get easily connected to Sulina Channel. Okay, major Ukrainian ports are along this line. Okay, they can get an easy access to Sulina, and it is deep and wide enough for movement of freight transport. Matlab deep ships can enter into this because Sulina Channel is itself very deep, and this entire region south of this Chilia stream, everything is part of Romania. Okay, and Romania being a NATO ally, it's a major advantage if they are able to trade bring the ships up to Sulina Channel. That means they will be able to shift or start selling the grains from this region to rest of Europe, and that is what Ukraine actually was doing. If you see the location of Izmail port, Izmail is a major port of Ukraine. So Izmail, and this is the Danube River running along the boundary of Romania. This is Romania and this is Ukraine. So Danube runs at the boundary of Ukraine and Romania. So, and on this is a major port of Ukraine by the name Izmail. So now what they are doing is, starting from the Izmail port of Ukraine, they are bringing the ships, the food grains up to Sulina, and this is the stream, okay. this Sulina Channel, and from here they are shifting to Constanta. Constanta is a deep sea port of Romania. Okay, and this route from Ismail to Sulina, Sulina to Constanta, this entire route is continuously under the surveillance of NATO, because this is the alternative route, and from here the entire Europe as well as Americas is getting food supplies. So they are monitoring that there should be no problem in this route. Now, because Russia has started bombing, now it has come to the limelight. But until this, Russia was not aware of this, that this is the alternative route through which trade could have carried out. So, Constanta port of Romania, say we have started, or the Ukraine has started sending off from the Bosphorus Strait. Bosphorus Strait is located in the Black Sea, and it allows the ships to cross from Turkey and enter into the Mediterranean Sea region. So, from Constanta port, cargo ships are transferred to bigger ships, and it exits the Black Sea, enters into Mediterranean Sea through the Bosphorus Strait, and under the constant surveillance of NATO, because it is supplying food to rest of Europe. So now this is an alternative route, and although Russia has started bombing this, but there are certain issues that they are facing, this port is facing. Most importantly, because Ukraine has not been using the Danube Delta or the Sulina Channel or all Ismail major ports. Okay, although it's a major port, it was not very used very often. So if a port is not used very often, it is not ready to carry heavy loads, right? If it is not able to handle heavy loads, that means as soon as the traffic load here increases, the system may collapse. Okay, the system may collapse. Additionally, because the Sulina Channel itself is a very narrow channel, it's a narrow channel, so congestion which is causing in this route is causing delays in movement of ships. Okay, so these are major issues with the port, that it is not used very often, and thus it is not able to handle the capacity load. The alternative solution proposed by Romanian transport minister says that let us bring the grains up to from rail route up to Romania, and from there we will allow easy movement from Constanta port. We will allow easy movement from Black Sea, Bosphorus Strait, and then to Mediterranean Sea. So these are some of the suggested solutions, but then the economic cost will be very heavy, because we will start bringing it from the rail route. Okay. So this was the news related to Sulina Channel. We will continue our discussion as and when the story unfolds. Thank you so much, and all the very best.